So with all this, how long has that been happening for you, bro? The elbow pain.
So to the point where I can't do like the taps, weeks now. The pain has been months. So let me do an intro. Yo guys, what's going on? You're back with the Prez. I'm with my boy Nick right now. The Manual Man on Instagram. How do you say it? The underscore manual underscore man. Yep. Yo, the Manual Man on Instagram. He's a doctor of physical therapy, known him my whole life too, and I've came to him numerous times in the past whenever I have really bad injuries. And as you guys know, I've been dealing with this elbow injury for a while now, and it's the point now where it's causing me limitations in most of my exercises. And besides that, my shoulders have been really tight. So today you're going to see me explain to him all my injuries. He's going to walk me through all the stretches and exercises that are going to help me. And as you guys know, I can barely extend the full extension of my right elbow also. And you'll see me explaining all the injuries to Nick as we go along. So yeah, too, like if I'm hanging, so I'll show you. So if I'm like on a bar, this has been the problem for months. So if I'm on a pull-up bar and I'm dead hang, look, I don't know if you can notice it. It doesn't lock out my right elbow. Okay. You see that? I don't know if you can notice it from here. It's very slightly. Like I'm pushing.
And if you attempt to lock it out, there's pain.
If I showed you a video of me dead hanging, it would just be this arm is straight and this arm just looks bent right here. Like it won't fully lock out.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, 100%.
So already with that, with you not having the ability to fully extend it, I already know there's something internally in the joint that's an issue.
Yeah.
So you said before it might be muscle. If you can't extend all the way, then it has to be something in the joint.
Yeah, okay.
The mechanics of the actual joint are not letting it slide to full extent.
Right, and it's really, boom, these rotation movements, you'll feel it when I'm sleeping.
But those are all different pains, though, right? So when you rotate, is it the same pain?
No, it's always the same pain. It's always, so if I'm sleeping, right, and say I'm sleeping on my right shoulder, right, my right arm is tucked in this way. If I lean on it too much, I get the pain. If I'm going to wash my face like this, bringing my hand to my face, the pain. The pain is mostly, I guess, on the outside. I would describe it. Yeah, it's not so much on the inside. It's all on the outside.
It's on the outside. When you bring it all the way to like full flexion, is there anything with that?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Right? And then you said full extension. It just
full extension. I feel the pain too. Feel the pain too.
And you can't extend it fully.
Can't fully lock it out.
Okay. And when you turn inwards, you feel it as well.
I feel the pain, but then you'll feel more. Then I'll rotate. Then I'll feel pain on the inside of the joint too.
It kind of wraps around.
Exactly. Yeah.
That, right? Yep. And then opening up your hand like that, there's nothing there.
It goes back to the back.
Goes back to the same side. Okay.
Like it definitely feels like there's something in there, pulling tight. I'm not sure what it could be.
Okay.
And again, with the shoulder now, the same thing. Like I said, like I can barely get into that full rotation comfortably.
Let's turn face this way.
Face which way?
Oh, that way. Take off the shoes.
Oh yeah. Recently I got massage and cupping done earlier in the week, so I don't know if that matters. Hopefully it doesn't bother you.
It didn't make it feel any better?
Yeah, it did actually. It opened up my shoulder a bit. Yeah. And I was tight in my lower back from deadlifting earlier in the week, so it definitely helped me.
Okay. And the left elbow is totally fine?
Yep.
It's just this left shoulder
that's
doing you.
Like I can't, like for me to get into a handstand press, crazy pain.
And you said also that kind of abduction when you bring your arms to the side?
Yeah, and not my right, all on the rear delt, all on the back.
Yeah, you feel on the back side with that?
Yeah, all right where you just touched, exactly.
Come back. You go back down. And with the right shoulder, you don't feel any pain in the shoulder?
I don't know, not really, but I don't know if it's all just like, if it's just my elbow that takes over everything.
In the past, did you ever have shoulder pain, right? It's always been the left?
It's been
back and forth.
Back and forth. Yeah. They heal, but nothing like substantial that really limited me until right now.
The biggest thing that I see within your posture is you got a mean rotation, seems like this way to the right, like that, right? So that's already going to compromise the position of the right shoulder down to the right elbow. We need you slightly more rotated to the left and then side bent down to the left. Right? Because your left shoulder is way higher.
Yeah, you can see, like if you look in the mirror, you can see something, one of them is higher, one of them is lower.
The left shoulder is way higher, which basically means that there's a lot more pressure going down through this right shoulder joint. Obviously, that's taking a load also on the elbow itself. Now, turn around towards me. Make a fist with the right arm and bring it forward. How about stability just going this way? Is that painful for the elbow at all?
not painful, but I can
You
feel it. I actually feel it right now, right in like the scalp where you were just touching it.
Scalp here, right?
Just like a weird pinch, but
Yeah,
nothing crazy.
Yeah. And then stay right there. Don't let me push you down.
Go.
How's that?
I feel like I'm definitely weak, but like I'm resisting the pain right now.
And you're still feeling that pain in
I'm feeling the pain all right here right now.
And stay right there. Don't let me push you this way. How about that? Not as much.
It's not. It's more. It's not as sharp. It's more like
yeah.
maybe like a throb almost, but manageable.
Yeah. And then how about this one? Hold.
Yeah, I feel it there.
You feel it more than me pushing on the outside.
Yeah, the pain literally transfers. It definitely transfers from like the inside to the outside, depending on which one.
So that also is telling me that's also inside the joint. It's intracapsularly, right? So when this pain kind of shifts in different positions, it means that it's actually coming from the kind of intrinsic of the joint itself.
Okay.
So we have to look at a couple different things when we look at that. So lying back here, let's check that out.
Head there, head there.
Hand on top here.
Yeah, like the whole arm right now is definitely really, really sore right now, just from doing all that.
Let me check the rotation of the shoulder, bend the elbow. Okay. Just kind of chill it out.
See, I'll feel it right there on the elbow, right there when you're pushing it down a little bit.
Yep. How about that? Nothing. Come on. I'll just fall backwards.
Yeah, my lats get really tight too.
That was the issue with the right hip when you came
Yeah.
to me. It was the lat that was pulling on the iliac crest. And how's that? You just feel tight at the lat.
Just where you're pressing.
But you don't feel anything in the elbow in this one. Okay. I'm back.
Like I'll push out loads, like I'll work up to heavy loads, but it's just like it's really, really tough. Like it's the negative. It's like when it comes to the negative, there's a point here where I'm just collapsing, where I can't control it anymore because this arm's giving out, and then I'm really, really pushing out the hole with everything I got. You know, with weight that used to not be as heavy, but now is really heavy for me. You know what I'm saying?
So it's a pain, and then it also becomes unstable. Like you feel like
It's very unstable, 100%, 100%.
That's also telling me something in the joint as well. So for the elbow joint, we look at a couple different things. We look at the olecranon process, which is basically the tip of the elbow. You look for the ability for it to glide, which you're very stuck there. So I'm gonna have to do that.
You can tell them.
Yeah,
you can tell them.
yeah. It's very, very. So this should be able to like just very little bit move down, and yours doesn't move down at all.
Okay.
So that's telling me that your olecranon process is very compressed, almost like into the socket a little bit, right? It should also be able to move medially, laterally. So that feels more stiff to me here compared to that. That's not bad. That's bad. And that's probably your feeling when you rotate, any sort of rotation this way.
Yeah. Yep.
When I have my finger on this area, do you still feel the pain?
No, I only feel the pain where you feel it, where your finger is.
Yeah. So that is your olecranon process is very, very...
Wait, do that again.
I'm going to hook right onto it, I'm going to pull it laterally, and then we're going to go down.
Yeah, no pain.
No
In
pain.
that motion right there, nothing.
Yeah. And you see how it goes all the way down now. So that's probably a big part of it, is that your olecranon process is very stiff. It's stuck, basically superior up,
Okay.
and medially inwards this way. So we got to basically pull it out this way and pull it down this way.
Oh.
Yeah, that's painful that way?
Not painful, but nah, I feel it feels good.
Yeah. So this is almost like a distraction technique. I'm basically hooking it onto his olecranon process, and I'm just pulling it away from the socket. A lot of times what happens is people who do a lot of heavy load lifting or a lot of upper body weight training, all that pressure is loading into their system. So say when you do like your handstands,
Right.
like that,
of course.
everything is loading inwards.
Of course.
So
I always thought of that.
You need more of a distraction.
Right. That's why I would always try to even like just dead hang on this and just try to like pull it out from my shoulders. But yeah, nothing would like.
That was a good idea. The dead hang is.
I tried because I would just feel, I'm stiff in that way. Maybe something's got to open up because I already knew, I'm compressing in a lot of the time. Even with like dips. The only actually dips if you're doing them correctly, you're forcing yourself to push out, but you're still like compressing down on that joint. So it's like still a lot of pressure on that joint. If you're pressing away, especially.
So I'm gonna actually hook it on 2 hands to get a better grip. What I want you to do is give me a slight pressure pushing like away from me, like basically pushing towards the wall.
Pull?
No.
Oh, just pull this way?
Yeah. Just kind of shift your body a little bit. And relax. Good. Chill out. Keep your head and neck relaxed. And just pull away. There you go, baby. That's it. And relax. So now I'm using his body weight to kind of pull that way.
I'm pulling my body to the left right now. And stretching my arm out.
Pulling his working on process the other way.
When I get in front, this feels really good right now. Really good. It's like the opposite of the pain that I feel.
And go. So you can do this yourself as well. If you hook onto like a band,
right,
and pull it to something here, and then just pull away.
Right, just let it pull all. Yeah, just keep pulling.
You gotta get hooked right on top of it. It's really about the spot. So right there. We're gonna go this way, and then you pull it back. Good. And relax. So it's finally loosening up now.
You can feel it loosening up? Yeah, I feel it trying to move around too.
Move around now, right? You seen that difference before? It wasn't moving at all. This is a new tattoo?
Yeah, from the last time you seen it for sure.
It's slicker.
Thank you.
This is the
I got it in Mexico, all in Tulum.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the pyramid, that's what I got done here. The pyramids and the 2 jaguar heads.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, for like Gemini's, like, cause I'm a Gemini, so I got 2 little jaguar heads.
That's dope. I fucking love jaguars.
Yeah, it's like this symbol down in Tulum too. It's like their national animal. Yeah, they actually got them in the jungle still. They're still running wild.
Yeah, I'm going to Africa.
Oh, sick.
Year.
Wifey?
Yeah.
Nice, man. That'll be awesome.
So now I'm gonna do even more now. So I'm gonna hook with my table and really.
Oh, you want me to pull apart?
Pull apart a little bit right there. And relax. And you can also do a little manipulation with this too. So I'm gonna have him do this. And I pull apart. And good. Relax.
Oh, nice.
Let's do it 2 more times. It's loose, I can really figure out where is it really stiff from. And I really feel it, once again, coming from this side here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where it really needs to go this way. Right, because you're stuck this way with the workout process. So I'm trying to just hook onto it and pull it this way.
Alright.
Alright, relax. So what I want you to do.
You want to pull my body that way?
No. What I want you to do now is I want you to just rotate like this back and forth.
Okay.
We're going to use that. Go all the way opposite way, like that way. There we go. Oh, there we go. Put a hook on it. And go right to like there. Come back. Right to there. Come back. And I'm doing all this in extension. Because he said his extension moment was limited. But I have to do all the same shit in flexion. Because he has this function in both extension and flexion. Anytime you mobilize a joint, I gotta mobilize it in the extension, also in the flexion. Good.
Definitely feel some pain in it though still right now.
Yeah.
Or more of like a pulling, like it's pulling.
Yep. Is it where my finger is or not?
Yeah.
Wait, which way? Which one?
It's more like around here.
Yep. So that's something separate. That is your radial head. We're gonna do that second after this.
Okay.
So what you do is come back down this way. Go back and forth just like that. How does it feel straightening down?
Yeah, it's honestly, it's tender right now. It's sore.
Yeah,
It's definitely sore. From what, it's the same thing. Like after I put a lot, bro, it's to the point where sometimes my grip will get affected. So it'll get so inflated after I'm training or something. I'm trying to hold my water bottle, and I can't even like bring my water bottle up because I can't even get that grip in.
Yeah.
So it's like it just feels worked in right now for sure. But actually, I feel like I might just feel tender from all the stretching and the pressure.
How's that extension moment though? The reason before it's hard for me to extend away. Yeah, it's still a little limited. I can see it.
Yeah, and I still feel it definitely tight. And it would be the point like sometimes in the morning when I'm waking up,
You get stuck.
and I'm stuck, and then I'm clicking out to the max point. So I'm here, and then I
feel
gotta
click.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so
Here, click out, and then I can still get to what's max right now, which is still not full extension. You know what I'm saying? But that's because I sleep a lot. So on my right shoulder, I'll demonstrate my left. I would sleep a lot like this, right? So I'm sleeping like this. So this arm, my right arm, is always bent like this. And then if I want my chick to, so say her back's to me, if she backs up and my arm goes like this and presses more in this way, it's excruciating to the point where I'm waking up. So
let me show you a little
if
trick.
I'm like this, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sleeping and then, yeah, right now, boom. Right here, if I go like that, just like that alone, it's really, really painful all around here.
So all you did was just bring the wrist back like that?
Not even the wrist. No, I'm not pushing the wrist. I'm pushing
the forearm.
Well, yeah, the wrist and the forearm. But it's the motion of the humerus.
Keep the wrist neutral. Just bring your forearm back. Do you still have the pain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, it's not about the wrist. It's more just about the forearm.
Yeah.
Okay. And come back.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's still there, right there. Boom.
Yeah, and that's okay because remember we're just working the
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On your back. Oh, so let me try to show you real quick. So stay right there. So my little trick for sleeping. So sit up for a second. Take a thin pillow. So this is like a thinner pillow.
Right.
Put it on the side of your rib cage.
Okay.
This is a little spot for your shoulder to sit.
Okay.
There you go. And now rest your head down.
Oh shit.
So now when you're laying down, you basically have your shoulder sitting underneath
Right,
you
instead of
as opposed to rotated forward.
Wow, yeah, that
making it
internal
more
rotation,
global.
right?
Yeah.
Wow, it really does help.
Yeah. So this is my little trick for people who have pain on that shoulder. Because the answer is not, let me just stay off of it.
Right.
You're going to eventually roll back.
Exactly, you can't just sleep on your back.
Exactly.
Yeah, so if you're sleeping like this, you're constantly in that internal rotation. So putting you there keeps you a little more back, right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
all about maintaining alignment.
Exactly.
How much do you maintain your alignment? Lie back on your back. Okay. So we did the olecranon gapping distraction. We did a little bit of the glide, but that's really tender for you. I want to get a better position of it. So what you're going to do is slide a little bit more to the left. Okay. So I'm going to use a little bit of a block bolster here. And we're going to use that to help us. Put it actually on the forearm. Let me see what I feel as you straighten out. Ah. Yeah. I know what you need, baby.
What do we got?
I know what you need. Let me do something real quick. It's time for the belt.
The belt, guys.
So with this, so it's basically the same thing I just did for your olecranon.
Okay.
Pull it this way, but instead I'm gonna take the radial head, which is like in here,
Okay.
and do the same thing, pull it away like that. So we're gonna use a belt. We're gonna hook this like that, close this over. Use a foam roller, boom, just like that. Turn a little bit more this way, slide a little bit over. All right, that's good. Stay in the back, stay in the back. There you go, good. So, get nice and close to this. Bada boom, right on top of the forearm.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hook right on the spot
Oh,
there.
okay.
You feel that right,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Okay. Just let the arm relax, let the hand relax. On the chest, good. Let's see if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. So I'm pressing that down with the strap. You feel pain just where the strap is?
Just where the strap is.
Good. Give me a slight shrug of your shoulder towards your ear. 1, 2, 3, relax.
See, going back down. Now I feel it all in the elbow.
Yep. Shrug up. 1, 2, 3. Let go.
Less pain.
And up. There you go, right there. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Let go.
A little bit of pain, but not as much.
2 more. Push up. He's pushing up.
I'm trying to lift my trap right now. Shrug up.
Yep. I'm blocking that with the strap. Pushing his radial head down. Let go. Let go. Good. One more time. Push up. And let go. Good. Good. Now stay pushing down to your shoulder. Nice, right there, baby. Stay there. Let go over here.
Oh yeah, right there. As soon as you let go, I felt it.
Do you feel pain?
Yeah, as soon as you let go.
Where's
Right
the
there.
position there?
Right there.
And relax. Alright.
See, right after you mess with it right now, and I move it around, I feel like there's nothing there. There's no pain.
Yep.
Like instantly, but
Yep.
again, like as soon as you let go of that, though, I felt the pain right
Yep.
there. But right now, I feel like I have a nice range of motion in it that I
Yeah,
haven't.
we just kind of pushed it back into
Yeah,
position
yeah.
real quick. Now, do that a little more specifically right on that radial.
Yeah, right there. Nice.
So, this is going to work more on that flexion moment that you have that's restricted. So I feel like there's some soft tissue here that needs to get released. Feel that tension here. Relax. Nice. Let's release a little bit of it there.
We going with the scraper?
Yep.
Guys, I used to get this done to my lat. If you guys never heard or seen this method done, this will break down any like soft tissue that you have, scar tissue, that's like limiting your mobility or your range of motion in a muscle or a joint.
Yes, sir.
Am I right?
Yep.
It's a doctor right here. He'll explain it better if he needs to.
Yeah, so basically for this is called Graston Technique, is like the traditional kind of generic term. This is what I'm using, it's called Hawk Grips. It's just a different brand. But basically what it does, it's releasing all the fascia or the fascial restrictions. Right? So fascia is basically like the connective tissue of the muscles. Someone like Elvis, who does a lot of heavy loaded stuff and repetitive motions, the fascia gets very, very stuck and rigid, limiting range of motion and muscle play. So we are releasing that fascia, which should increase some range of motion. The reason why I'm doing this right now is because I feel like that's one of the things that's limiting his range of motion, along with some other stuff that we have to continue to work on. And you're going to start to see a nice red, bright red color come through. And that is where all those restrictions are. Particularly right now we're on the tricep. So the fascial restrictions of the tricep are limiting his ability to extend the elbow.
What would cause that?
The fascial restrictions?
Yeah, like what?
Just these are repetitive
just the repetitive motion,
yeah.
right?
And tensing.
So, what I always wondered was, because I do a lot of pulls, right? A lot of pull-ups. I don't really do chin-ups, and I rarely ever do direct bicep work, because my arms are pretty big as it is.
Yeah.
So I was always wondering if it's because I do a lot of dips, which get a lot of direct tricep work. I always wondered if I had weak, maybe bicep tendons
You should always want to do the reciprocal muscle activations. You always want to do, you know, so say for example, if you think your triceps are overactive or short, the best way to lengthen a short tricep is bicep activation.
Exactly.
So I would say definitely start including some bicep exercises within your routine.
Yeah, no, I've been incorporating them more and more often lately, just because I know I feel good when I stretch that tendon out, especially in the arm that's been bothering me.
Now you guys are seeing all that dark color here. Those are all the fascial restrictions. A lot of times posture becomes very dysfunctional, not because of muscle, but because of the fascia. People sit in a slouched position and their fascia keeps them in that slouched position and they can't get out of it because that fascia is pulling them in towards that faulty posture.
And if you wonder what this feels like if you ever got a tattoo, it's half the pain of a tattoo. So it's just a little uncomfortable. It's not too bad.
Yeah, it looks worse.
It actually makes the arm and the muscle feel really good.
Yeah, it looks worse than what it feels like. There we go. Almost done. You have a lot of restriction back here, bro. Let's see.
Put it down?
Yep. Shake it off a little bit, let it show off for a second. I've been doing a lot of stuff on you. So we still gotta get that radial head to pull it down, right in that spot right there.
Yeah, a little bit more over here.
I wanna do something right here on the side of your humerus. Pull that down.
Yeah, okay, right where you're touching right there, it's definitely fucking tender.
Yeah.
Or it might be like a nerve right there. So
yeah, there's a nerve.
Pressure point. All right.
It's a median nerve. On this side, that's the ulnar nerve.
Mhm. Yup.
These are all trigger points because these are where the nerves pass through, and these are when people tend to get really tight. A little crack there.
Yeah, you heard that?
It's really tight for you here. So this is. Let's do this.
If you need a break, you take a break, man.
No.
You sure?
No, alright, so
I
now
know it's tiring for you too, bro. I know.
So now we're gonna do a radial head, almost like a posterior glide. Alright, what I feel when he bends his elbow, it's almost like his radius is pushing up into him. Once again, because there's a lot of compression that he's doing. So I need to hook onto that. So I'm gonna use my finger on the top side here. I'm gonna hook onto that. I'm gonna fold over, boom, like that. And now I'm gonna distract my weight backwards. Right on top of that radial head, right there. Right there. Okay. So, what I want you to do is give me a slight pressure, pressing the elbow to extension like a tricep press.
Ready?
Good, press. 1, 2, 3, let go. When he lets go, I pull more into that glide posteriorly this way, and then I slide my hand and go more into flexion here.
Press again?
Yep. And let go. I relax, I relax. A little bit more this way. We can use rotation too for this, because that radial head should slide in its axis as you rotate. So what I'm feeling is it's kind of pushing upwards.
hurts like crazy where your finger is.
Yeah. Okay, one more time, push. There we go. Okay, next. This, I like when I'm still not done. I can feel how we go into extension. Relax. Actually,
It definitely feels a little better.
yeah, you can get the full extension now, for sure.
Feels a
I
little
can
better.
feel how like your tricep is tensing.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it.
Like,
Definitely feels
it's
better.
like, I'm not used to this. But I'm gonna hook right in that spot.
It definitely feels better right now.
And that comes back to your tricep being really short.
See, it's weird now because like yesterday out of nowhere, I didn't even mention it. This finger started cramping up, and like when you do that rotation, I feel it
Yeah.
in this finger right here, in the ring finger, and it definitely it's stiff still. Like the ring finger still, it feels like it's bruised. Unless I could have bruised it yesterday, not like inadvertently, and I don't realize it. But I don't know if it's all like connected.
It definitely is connected. All the finger muscles connect to.
Like I feel when you do certain turns right there, that finger feels it. Like I have the massage and the therapy, and I'll sit there on the whole area, and I'll just keep massaging it, thinking it's gonna help. But
Yeah.
I mean, after it, right away, yeah, it feels good, but then it goes back.
Because you have joint issues too. So massaging it is gonna, mobilize the tissue, but it's not correcting the joint
Right.
position.
And like, how would this differ from like something like tennis elbow?
Tennis elbow is on the outside,
Okay.
and it's just acutely in that area. Yours is kind
Throughout,
of
right.
three-dimensionally. That's why I think it's more like we call it intra-articular.
But tennis elbow, is it an issue with the joint also?
No, it's an issue of muscle.
Muscle,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Let's see, extensor carpi radialis brevis muscle. People who kind of extend the wrist. Supposed to golfer's elbow is people who over flex the wrist, i.e. golf.
Right.
Tennis is
The
this
extension.
motion.
Yeah, right.
You got a big muscle out of these flexors. There's one spot I want to hit. So I'm going back to soft tissue now. There's a spot I want to hit called the pronated toes. Right here. After that, I'm going to hit also the extensor.
Yeah, I definitely feel like those are the two muscles that are extremely tight or knotted up. Cause just when you put pressure on them, I feel it.
So, squeeze this right there.
Oh
your Achilles. What I want you to do is just kind of go back, and forward just like that. Good. Couple more times. How's your YouTube channel doing?
It's doing pretty good.
What do you put on there?
Just fitness stuff, beginner routines, advanced routines. I talk about diet and like stuff like that, food and everything. Don't want to see this for sure. This is good to show.
So now we're gonna do the same thing, Graston. So we're just locking him into extension of his wrist to really stretch all these flexors. And then back to the Graston to release the soft tissue.
So what's up in Africa? What's going on over there? What part of Africa you heading to?
Tanzania.
What was that? The jungle? Middle?
It's considered middle east.
See, when I hold like this, I definitely tighten the back shoulder.
You feel the back shoulder?
Yeah. So is it? Are you going on a safari or something? Or
Yep.
Fire. How long?
So it's the Serengeti,
Okay.
which is the largest national park in Africa. That's where they have all the fucking
Right,
lions and
right.
giraffes and crazy shit happens.
Yeah.
So we're gonna stay there for 4 nights and they see like a camping ground. So
Okay, I was gonna say. So how does it work?
you're fucking literally in the safari. You're in where the animals are.
And you're camping there, like
Camping
with
there,
a guide,
and
obviously.
There's basically armed security around the camp, just in case shit goes down. But
As in what, like
Animals.
refugees and everything,
no,
or
animals.
animals?
Animals coming for food. Animals, you know.
And what's on the campsite? Is there buildings or is it just like legit camping, like tents and
it's
everything?
legit camping. Yeah, we're gonna be in a tent.
But you're pitching or they're providing you?
No, everything's provided for us.
That's dope. Food and all the meals they get you for everything?
Yeah. We just go there and that's it.
You guys eat lion?
I don't know. We'll see.
That's fire, bro. So it's 4 nights and then what?
Zanzibar. Zanzibar is like a beachy area right on that side.
Okay.
East coastline. That's for my girl, really. That's how I got her convinced her to go.
Dope. And when is this going down?
May?
Nice.
Yeah. I'm actually going to Texas in April too.
Oh, cool.
Going to Austin. Alright, now we're going to flip this baby this way. Okay. So.
How's the flight to Tanzania?
So Tanzania is 28 hours.
Direct?
Now, we're going to go to Amsterdam
Okay.
first and then straight to Africa from there.
Amsterdam's a cool little layover. Have you ever been over there?
Nah.
Yeah, I was there last year. It was fire. Yeah, that was just the pressure point. It wasn't the elbow. Right?
Yeah. Slide over to the other
Other side?
Oh, towards me. We got this baby here. Put this guy up here. Rotate this guy just like that. So this right here is where they would feel their pain for tennis elbow. Right, this little trigger spot right here. That's where tennis elbow is. But it's just there. It's not anywhere else.
Right, right. And that's not the pain I'm feeling, guys. I mean, I feel pain right there right now because he's triggering that area and he's pushing pressure there, but that's not the pain that I'm feeling. I knew from day one that mine was more of a joint issue. Just from the clicking that I would feel in my elbow.
Yeah, everything you're saying screams joint, you know. It's kind of diffuse pain. It's not localized pain. The clicking you're getting, you know, the difference in the movements, the blocks that you feel, limitation. Those are all telling me it's joint. So what I'm doing here is I'm locking that kind of trigger point down of his extensor tendon, and we're going to extension of his elbow and then flexion of his wrist. And we're just going to rotate just like that, back and forth. How's Joe?
He's doing good. He just bought a new crib. Have you seen him recently?
3 weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
He was. We had an appointment, then he had to go to a funeral.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
His coworker.
Yeah.
I was seeing Scott too.
Oh yeah, I know. He told me.
ACL.
Bro, I live with Scott, bro. He hasn't been home in fucking a month. He's actually coming home today for the first time since the surgery.
Why is that?
Because he hasn't been, because we live on the 3rd floor, so he hasn't been able to walk up 3 flights of stairs.
Oh shit. Yeah.
I think you saw him before he had the surgery to give him like the exercise to be so he had like the strength, I think.
Yeah. Prehab. He has a lot of shit going on.
Yeah. He had like 3 injuries.
He needs a lot of strength training.
Yeah.
He's the kind of kid who wants to play sports, but
he has no base.
He has no base, no foundation.
We always tell him that. And bro, he lives with me. We got the gym downstairs. We eat good. He doesn't eat good.
He's gonna start now, though. Watch.
Let's see.
Do that same distraction. Kind of shift your weight to the side. Good, relax. Turn it back here.
Well, not so much. Yeah, a little tender. Not as sharp of pain. Yeah, it's definitely just tender back there. Like when the pain is there, it's like a sharp, like a joint like pain. Oh yeah. Oh, there you go. Now I feel it.
Almost at full extension.
Yeah, the extension feels way better.
How about that flexion? Let's go back to that flexion. Let me see that one. Flexion.
Yeah, I still feel it. Not as much. It's not as sharp of a pain, but I still feel the pain. Like if you push down more often, I'll probably feel it.
Where's that extension? Where's that block coming from?
See, if you would have kept pushing though, that's when I would have felt it.
Yeah, but then you get your block faster when you go this way.
Yes, definitely.
It's motivation. Get the block faster.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, so if I'm going to like military press, I'm gonna be in pronation on a fixed bar. Dumbbell press, I don't feel it as much. I guess because I can shift my arm to
Supinate.
into where more supinate or more to neutral, obviously more neutral. But when I'm pressing, even when I come down low with the dumbbell, I'll feel it, but it's not as pronounced as when I'm on a military bar standing and my wrist is pronated and I come down here. So even if I come down on the left right there, I'll feel slight like tightness in the joint, but nothing like what I feel on the right.
That's definitely most limitations. Like pronate and then flex.
Right, pronation and flexion, exactly.
Why is this happening for you? We know pronation is a supination with potentially a systemic collapse. We may release your opposite forearm. Good. Stop.
Yeah, it's tight as hell.
Where do you guys live? What's the house at?
Right off of Grand, bro. Like 2 blocks from 73.
Oh, shit.
Right
Really?
around the corner from Stop and Shop, yeah.
That's crazy. I haven't been over there in a minute.
Where you at, over here?
Yeah, I drove over there. I saw a Starbucks.
Oh, yeah, bro. Right around the corner, bro.
What the fuck? Starbucks. They should be your sleepies.
Yup. That shit hurts.
And so it's the chicken spot. It's like a rotisserie chicken spot.
On Grand?
Yeah.
Yeah, like down the block from Fame, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
Is Fame still open or is it closed?
Nah, they closed down, man. They didn't make it.
Just kind of go back a little bit. Extension and then flexion. Back and forth, back and forth. Put that over this way. Lift. Restriction. Good, good.
Oh yeah, no, that's fucking my nerve. I feel when I all come back, all the tingling.
Where do you feel that? Tingling in your fingers?
Yeah, my fingers.
That's interesting.
When I come back like that,
When you come back all the way, you feel it in your
not right this second, but
you
before.
know, no pressure.
Yup.
That's interesting. That's a radio nerve right there.
Yup.
Where'd you feel the tingling?
All right here.
Yep, that's radio nerve. How's your right neck?
My neck is always pretty good, I guess.
Never pain in the neck?
Nah, I never
Doesn't
really
get
get neck
stiff,
pain.
nothing
Nah.
like that?
I didn't know if this was gonna be like a surgery type issue.
Nah, this is just tissues that are really tight and joints that are really limited in mobility. So I'm loving the way this extension is feeling.
Yeah, it's definitely feeling good in the
This
extension.
flexion is still.
Yeah, right there. Yep.
If I turn it this way into supination, it's a little bit better.
Yes, it is. Yep. Still feeling it, but yeah, it's definitely a little better that way.
Is it happening from the inside? Or is it inside?
That don't hurt. Keep pressing. Keep pushing me down. Keep pushing me down. Right there.
You feel pain there?
Well, once you get to that point, I'll feel it here.
You feel it here.
Yeah, right when in the elbow point, in the elbow.
So if I push down here.
Keep pushing. Right now.
Yeah, point
Yeah.
it. Point to one finger.
Push down. Right here.
Right there.
Oh, you fucked me right there, OD.
Shut it off a little bit. Right in that spot. That has to be where that block is at. Yep. Pull up a little bit. Now relax. Pull the shoulder. There you go. Now relax. Relax. Good. Relax. Good. Set up a little more. A little more. To your left, to your left, to your left. Looks, I think, I need to look at a picture for this. Alright.
You see the scraping? So when I extend my arm into extension, I definitely feel like I don't have that click anymore, but I still definitely have the pain, just so you guys are wondering, in the back. So there's definitely just a little bit of a limitation there.
With that.
I feel it, but I mean, I can tell you keep going. It's not like the same pain, it's a little different. It's more like I can feel like I'm stuck. Yep. That's.
Okay with that?
Do I feel it?
Yes.
Not so much in my elbow. Definitely all the muscles surrounding it, not like the joint. Feels good. I think this is gonna help right here. Keep doing that. Yeah, that feels really good.
Anterior glide of the humerus.
That felt really good.
Yeah, I knew that's what you needed. I have to look at pictures. I wasn't sure how to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do this again for you, but we'll do it in the same position. Sit up. This and just like this. Right elbow. Actually, pass that up. Switch around.
Put it on that side?
Yeah, right on.
Alright. About to play tug of war.
Basically.
Oh yeah, right there. I felt it. As soon as you push it up. Yeah.
Feel any pain in the elbows?
No.
Give me a slight pressure, pushing the elbow this way.
Oh yeah, right there. I feel the pain.
You feel the pain in the elbow?
Yep.
Where do you feel the pain in the elbow?
The back still right back there. But it's like, yeah, it's hard to even point out. Definitely more back there though. Like keep compressing my arm. Keep going.
And push.
Yeah, I feel it right now.
There we go. Anything with this?
Just where the strap is. Yep.
And push. Go.
Oh.
Go. Pain here?
Hmm?
Pain here?
Push?
Pain here? Any pain here?
No. Now you got it.
Hold right there. Hold right there. Hold right there. Pain here?
Minor, but yeah. Right there. But not as bad.
Push. And 2 more of these. Good. Last one. Push. Push along. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Pain in the elbow.
Not right this second, but before, yeah. Yep. Right there.
Last one. Push.
Oh. Yeah, that one hurt the most.
And go. And right now, nothing?
Yeah, now I feel it.
You feel now?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Back of the elbow.
Yep.
Make a fist. Don't really straighten your arm out. Bicep curl hold. Don't move you. Don't move you. Don't move your forearm down. Keep that flexion. Keep that flexion. Still feel pain?
No.
Good. Hold there. Don't move you. Don't move you. Let me run a little bit. We need like an eccentric bicep curl. Hold here and pull back up. Hold. Pain with this?
Alright, look, we just wrapped up. Look, that was a little over an hour session with the manual man. My man Nick right here. He saw, look, there was definitely a lot of injury around the elbow joint. I definitely feel like it extended a little better. Still have that little pain in the flexion, but it could be because it's fresh right now. Let's just see how it is tomorrow. Maybe I'll feel a little better.
Yeah. A lot of times what happens is, particularly with manual therapy, the person will still feel the pain within the first day or so. In about 2 days, we should see an increase in range of motion and a reduction in his pain. If he doesn't, then we got to come in and do more stuff. For him, is a lot of soft tissue. It's very, very bunched up, stuck together, and also a lot of joint compression, right? So everything is kind of pushing inwards. So we did a lot of kind of gapping and distraction kind of mobilizations, and just really releasing a lot of tissues that were tight right around that elbow joint.
Yeah, so hopefully in the next coming days my range of motion increases, and again, he's gonna, even though he did all that work, it's gonna cause a lot of inflammation in my elbow now too. So in a few hours it'll dissipate. Hopefully a day or two from now I'll feel a little better, and then we'll be back to work in a few weeks or whenever he tells me to come back.
It's all about stability after that, and stabilizing those end ranges that you couldn't get to before.
Exactly.
Because you haven't been there such a long time, you gotta learn how to
Right.
walk the dog.
Yo, guys, follow him. Instagram will be in the description. So you guys need any physical therapy needs, check him out.
I got you.
And hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you want to see anything else. Peace out. Bar Naturals.